Hi, this is CAD/CAM Lessons, and in this video I will show you how to design something like this in FreeCAD. FreeCAD is a fully free 3D modeling program that anyone can use, and FreeCAD can be used both for hobbies and commercially. I will start a new project as a parametric part, and here I will start by creating a sketch on the XY plane. I select New Sketch, indicate the XY plane, and here I will start by creating a polygon. I select the Octagon command, or we just click on this command, and here we enter the number of sides. I enter 8. Now I place the center of the polygon at the origin point of the coordinate system. As the dimension I enter 35. This is the radius of the circumscribed circle on the polygon. And now I place the vertex of the polygon on the x-axis. When the x-axis is highlighted, I click the left mouse button. I close the sketch, and based on this sketch I create a solid by extruding the sketch to a height of 70 millimeters. I select the pad operation. And here as the height of the solid I enter 70 millimeters and I click OK. Now we will create another sketch. I click the left mouse button to deselect all geometries, because if some geometry was selected and I select the Create Sketch command, then the sketch plane will be on the selected geometry. That's why I click the left mouse button to make sure that all geometries are deselected. I select the Create Sketch command, and here I select the XY plane and click OK. Now I switch to the view, to the sketch plane. I select the View Section command, and here I select the External Projection command, and I create reference geometry based on these two edges. Here I actually indicated the face of the solid, and the reference geometries were created on all faces of the solid. At this moment it doesn't matter. We can leave it like this, and here we will also create a polygon. I select the Draw Polygon command. As the number of sides I enter 8, and I place the center of the polygon at this point. When this point is highlighted, we click the left mouse button and we place the second point at this point. When this point is highlighted, we click the left mouse button so as to place another point of this polygon here. And we click Close to close the sketch, and based on this sketch, we create another fragment of the solid using the pad operation. We select this operation, and here as the height of the solid, I enter 40 millimeters. I press enter and we have something like this. Now we will create another sketch on the XY plane. I click the left mouse button to make sure that no geometry will be selected. I select the New Sketch command. I select the XY plane and click OK. And here I switch to the view on the sketch plane. I select the External Projection command, and here too we can create reference geometry based on the entire solid. And I select Drawing Polygons again. I enter the number of sides 8. And just like before, I place the first corner of the polygon at this point. When this point is highlighted, I click the left mouse button. And the second point of this polygon I place at this point. When this point is highlighted, I click the left mouse button. I close the sketch, and based on this sketch, I will create a solid by extruding the sketch to 20 millimeters. Now we will cut material from the solid so as to make a container out of this solid, and we will start by creating a sketch on this face. I select this face, and I select the New Sketch command so that this face becomes the sketch plane. Next, I select the External Projection command, and I indicate this face so that all geometries of this face become reference geometries. And now I click the right mouse button to cancel this command, and with a selection box I select all geometries, and I select the Offset command. And here we can create an offset based on these geometries. And as the offset value I enter -3 millimeters. I press enter. And we have something like this. This sketch is white. We have 16 degrees of freedom here. We could define the relations of this geometry here, but in the case of this model, it will be a waste of time. Therefore, I am not touching this geometry. I close the sketch, and simply based on this sketch, we will create a pocket in the solid, select the pocket operation, and here as the pocket depth, I enter 67 millimeters. I click the left mouse button next to this field to update the preview, and I click OK, and we have something like this. And now we will move on to creating a sketch on this face. And here too we will make a sketch based on which we will create a pocket. We select this face, we select the Create Sketch command, we switch to the sketch plane, and we select the External Projection command. I click on this face, and now I click the right mouse button to cancel this command. With the selection box, I select all these geometries and I select the command, offset, and here too we create an offset to -3 millimeters. Enter, OK. And now if we leave this sketch in such a way, then the pocket will be made such that a step like this will remain here. I will close this sketch to show you what I mean, but I will come back to this in a moment and we will edit this sketch a bit. And now, when based on this sketch I create a pocket, here I select the Up to Face command, and I indicate this face as the face to which we are making the pocket. I click OK, then a step like this remains here. And if you want to leave it like this, then we can do it this way, but we can remove this step. I expand the pocket operation, and I double-click the left mouse button on the sketch, and now like this. At the beginning, I select these geometries, and these geometries I will remove. I simply click the left mouse button on these geometries. I press delete, and these geometries have been removed. Now I select the External Projection command, and I will create reference geometry to these edges. And I will use these reference geometries so that these sketch lines are collinear to the reference geometries. I click the right mouse button to cancel this command. And so I select this line, and I select the collinear constraint. And we do the same on this side. Okay. And now, like this, I select the Draw Polyline command, and I draw a polyline in such a way. I use the points of the reference geometry. I click the right mouse button to finish drawing, and I click the right mouse button once again to finish this command. And now like this, I select this point, I select this line, and I select the coincident constraint. And thanks to the fact that we applied the collinear constraint here, this line was constrained to this line in such a way that the thickness of this wall will be 3 millimeters. Now, for example, I will remove this constraint. I select this constraint and remove it. And now, like this, I select this point, I select this line, and I select the coincident constraint. And this line changed its position, and here it looks like this. Therefore, I select this line, I select this line, and I select the collinear constraint. Next, I select the Trim Edge command, and I cut the line fragments. Okay, we close the sketch and we have such a pocket. We do not have this step here. And we will create the next stage. I select this face, I select Create Sketch, and here, just like before I switch to the view on the sketch plane, I select the External Projection command, I create reference geometry based on this face, and here right away I will create reference geometry based on these edges. I click the right mouse button to cancel this command, and now like this, I select these reference geometries with the selection box, and I select the Offset command. And here as the offset value I enter -3. I press enter. Okay, now I select these lines, and these lines we will remove. Okay, I press delete. I select drawing a polyline, and I draw a polyline using the points of the reference geometry. Okay, I click right twice to finish drawing and to cancel this command. And here I add the collinear constraint. And here we will do the same. And now I add the coincident constraint between the point and this line. And I do the same on this side. I select the point, I select the line, and I select the coincident constraint. Now I select the trim edge command and I indicate the edges to be trimmed. I close the sketch. I select the pocket operation. Here as the type I select up to face and I indicate this face as the face to which the pocket will be made. I click OK. And we have something like this. And now if based on such a project you want to prepare a print for a 3D printer, we select the body in the feature list. From the File menu, we select Export. Here we specify the file name. We select the format in which this file will be saved. Most slicers support the step format, so you can save in this format. It is a neutral data exchange format between CAD/CAM systems, and this model will be exported as a solid, and this solid can be used both for 3D printing and in another 3D CAD system. And if your slicer doesn't support the step format, then select the STL format. This format is widely used in 3D printing, and practically every slicer supports this format. I use the step format. This format works well in Bambu Studio. I click Save. Here I deselect all options. I make sure that I have units millimeters selected and I click OK. And in this way we have exported this project to the step format and we can open this in Bambu Studio. I will now go to Bambu Studio and here I add this model to the project. I click this button and I indicate this model from the drive. And now based on this model, we can prepare a program for the 3D printer. I am using the default printing settings here. I go to the Preview tab and we have a preview of this project here. This is how it will look. And here we can export this project to a memory card. And based on this model, we can prepare a print on a 3D printer. So as you can see, FreeCAD works quite well when creating technical projects, and it works well as a program in which we can create 3D models for 3D printing. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like more videos like this, consider subscribing.